Welcome to Made For You Meals, where we're keeping it lean while keeping it clean. You already know the name. It's your boy Chef Payne. You didn't think I was gonna make another video? Oh, I'm serious about this. I'm grinding. So before we get into the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. That's all I need you to do. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, and I forgot to do the other part of how. Okay. Welcome to Made For You Meals, where we're keeping it lean while making it clean. It's your boy Chef Payne. You know the name. How are you doing today? If you're doing great, then share the love with me by giving me a like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not doing so well, hopefully something in this video can touch your heart, touch your soul, and put a smile on that face, because I know you're beautiful. You just got to believe it too. What are we making today? So we're making, it could be called, like, if you ever had beefaroni, Chef Boyardee back in the day when you were younger, maybe couldn't afford good meals, so you had to eat Chef Boyardee out the can, put it in the microwave, heat it up, a little hot sauce maybe, a little salt and pepper, maybe a little garlic powder. Yeah. We're making the upscaled level of that. One pot meal. The noodles, the chicken, the sauce, put it in the Instant Pot, let it do what it do. But instead of using beef, we're going to be using chicken. If I didn't already say that, we're using chicken. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I love you. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this chicken seasoned up. So we're going to start with some Louisiana hot sauce. This is like the best marinade for your chicken. I'm trying to tell you something. And all I have right here is just 2 pounds. Not even 2 pounds, honestly. Just I think this might be 2 to 3 fillets of chicken breast, basically. And I just sliced it long ways to make little strips. You can cut this in half again if you want to. It's all up to you. You can cut it into little nuggets or chunks. It's complete, or you can leave it whole. Whatever you prefer. Just a little bit of that. Okay. And then we're going to come with our good old adobo. You already know. I put adobo in pretty much everything. If it accompanies it. If it enhances the flavors, that's all. I don't just throw adobo on everything. Like, I don't put adobo on my eggs. Smoked paprika or smoked paprika. Okay. Some complete seasoning. The aromas. Some Italian seasoning, just a little bit. Some basil, freeze-dried basil. That was a lot. That was probably too much. So what I'll do is I won't add any basil to the actual sauce unless I need to. Garlic powder. Couple passes. Remember that sprinkle dinkle method. 1, 2, 3, 4. However many passes you want to do. We're just going to sprinkle dinkle it all up. And then we're going to add some good old extra light olive oil. So when we get ready to sear this chicken before we actually add our sauce and everything, it will have a nice crust on it. And that's it. So let this sit for at least 2 hours. If you don't have 2 hours, then go ahead and start cooking it now. We're going to let it sit. We'll be back in a few. About a teaspoon, tablespoon, however much garlic you want. Doesn't really matter. It's all up to you. Mix that around. Bring it around town, like SpongeBob says. Bring it around town. Okay, to that, we're going to add our chicken that's been marinating. All of it, put it all in. Get up in there. Nobody's alive. Mix that around. Bring it a little closer for you so you can see. Alright, so chicken's almost done. We just wanted to get some color on it, honestly. So you want to do this kind of at a high heat, but not too high. You don't want to burn your chicken or cook it all the way through. Because once you put the sauce in, you want the chicken to finish cooking inside that sauce. That way incorporate some of that tomato flavor. And so we wanted to just have a little crisp to it, a little color. So I'm going to let this keep going. So this looks good. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add our tomato sauce. So, tomato sauce. Canned tomato sauce. Get some of that water from there. That in there. And you don't want it to be too watery, so depending on how thick you like your sauce, I wouldn't add any water or anything to it. And then we're gonna add some crushed tomatoes. Or petite diced tomatoes. Ooh. There we go. Some petite diced tomatoes. And then until that, we're gonna add some ketchup. About a half a cup of brown sugar. Complete seasoning. A couple circles around. Onion powder. A couple circles around. A couple of drops of oregano. A little sprinkle of ground thyme. Don't add too much of this. Ground thyme is very, especially fresh ground thyme, extremely strong flavor. So you can always come back and add more of that later if you like the taste of it. Black pepper. A couple sprinkles around. We're going to mix this up. And then to this, we're going to add our noodles. So we're using, I hope I pronounce this properly, Casarecci noodles. Casarecci. Artisanal collection. I'm still working on learning how to make noodles from scratch, so it's one of the few things that don't make from scratch. Okay. Now, as you can see, we need more liquid because the noodles aren't going to cook well without more liquid. So, there's two ways you can do it. You can add some tomato sauce to it. You can do half tomato sauce with like half water, which is what I'm going to do. Or you can do chicken stock. I'm doing the half tomato sauce, half water because I don't have any chicken stock or chicken broth. But you can do a chicken broth and add that to it. Half tomato sauce. Water. And I'm going to add some chicken bouillon. And we're going to mix this up. And then we're just going to let it do its thing. So as you can see, that's enough. So I'm probably going to add some more noodles also. Let's get some more noodles in there. You want to have a proper meat to noodle ratio. Or sauce to noodle ratio. Normally, I would cook my noodles separately and just put this on top of the noodles. But I wanted to try something different. Make this into like a one-pot meal. You can always make some noodles on the side for those people who like extra noodles or like more noodles than sauce. You can make some extra noodles on the side, some buttered noodles on the side if you want to. I probably could actually get the rest of these noodles in here. Yeah. Because once they cook down, like, yeah, they'll swell up, but everything should be good. And you can always come back and check and add more liquid if you want to add more chicken broth or if you want to add more tomato sauce and water mixture. It's all up to you. But I like the way it is right now. Because I don't want to make my water too, I don't want to make my sauce too, I want the viscosity of my sauce to be too light. want it to be thick. I like thick sauce. Well, in between. Alright, so we're going to put a lid on that and let that just simmer. So I'm going to change my setting on my Instapot from manual, or from saute, which is what I use for the chicken. I'm going to change it to soup/broth, and then I'm going to put it on more. So right now it's set for 240. We're going to change that to, actually, we'll do normal, and we'll do 45 minutes. So 45 minutes should be good. All right, time to see what the finished product is. Ooh, ah. Looks kind of like beefaroni without the ground beef, but it's so much more delicious. We got our chicken, tomatoes. Oh, this is going to be absolutely delicious. Let's go ahead and get into a bowl. All right, let's get into the bowl. Gotta make sure we get some chicken. There we go. I might have too much noodles. Not enough chicken. But you can always add more chicken later. Okay. I really don't think I have enough chicken in here. I didn't think I'd be saying that. I thought I did enough, but maybe not. Oh well. Look at that. Finished product. Now let's taste it.